Good morning and welcome to final round. The final round of the France and Monaco GP. And we've got 4 tracks to come. We've got Hungary, Bahrain, Jeddah and France. Remember, strategy guide for this weekend was released on Friday. So do go and check it out to help you score even more points. Now, as you may have seen already, we are doing well this weekend, and you can guarantee that now we come to YouTube, it goes downhill. So far, 4 races in, and we are 188 points. In opening round, we scored 376, which is max, and qualifying, we scored max, 188 as well. Lap time, same both rounds, 20.031. We couldn't do a 19.9, we're not a max account. So that is the best we can do. So we're going to get into race number 5. We're going to hope it doesn't go downhill. And let's see if we can do our first ever perfect GP. Race number 5 then, the first of this video. And we've got a match up with our own team. So whether or not it's a bot or not, I'm not too sure. But we've got Frederick from ASW F1 Army. And we're about to see if it is, and hopefully we can avoid any drop points here. P2 and P3. First time I've approached and faced our team, so let's see how we get on. And we're going for Herald, as I can never find it. Here it is. And we do have, might be a bot actually. It did ready up bang on 20 seconds. So let's get racing. Hard and soft, so it could be a bot, but let's treat it as real for now. So, Charles Leclerc, can we get off to a good start? He's got to get past Leclerc himself. And what about Pierre Gasly? And that's an early P1, P2 move past the AI of Charles Leclerc, who is on medium tyres. So we're going to cut down on Pierre Gasly, and we're going to leave medium boost on Charles Leclerc. Now, he should slowly get away in front and create the 4-second gap that we're going to need when we come to pit stop. And he has the extra tyres through downforce to be able to have this effect. Behind us, medium, soft and hard, so only that will come into play if Lewis Hamilton gets past Charles Leclerc. So we'll keep an eye on that little battle. But at the moment, we're absolutely flying out front. Have to be careful of a safety car. That is always the bogey. And I've had about 3 safety cars today in 4 races. So there's a chance we get another one. Very strong chance as Charles Leclerc comes around. So he can do 5 laps on the soft. Gasly will be doing 4. But I don't think if a safety car doesn't come out, we're all good then on this strategy. Let's be prepared to go into the pits in case it comes out. It doesn't for him. And it won't this time round, so we're all good. And we do go past. We'll move Gasly up to medium, and we'll bring Leclerc in for some softs. Gasly will use mediums. We'll get him to push to the end, just in case anything does happen. But we're looking good. Downforce around here, cornering and grip track in Hungary. So it's a very good boost to use. Downforce gives you the tyre management as well. And then Herald, obviously we've got a slower circuit in Hungary, so acceleration and having extra fuel available is always a good thing. So we're going to drop back with Gasly into P3. We can start boosting them. We're well good on fuel. And we should be good to go. Any safety car now, we've got Leclerc out front with the softs, and we've got Gasly fueled and primed on the medium tyres. So we're just going to cut down and save any tyres. We don't need to push Charles Leclerc. He'll be coming in this lap anyway. So what we do now, I think the best way to race these races is if you're fighting out the front and you're clear, there's no point pushing hard, because if a safety car does come out, you're going to want them tyres and fuel at the end. P3 and P4 swap around, so Hamilton will hold Leclerc up a little bit, who's on the softs. So we should be all good. If we can get over the line now, we'll be past the safety car cutoff. And that looks like we shall. So we should be able to bar any accidents, have a great chance in this race of just cruising to the end. We don't need to push anyway. We don't want to crash, that's for sure. Although you can crash on green, medium and red. So it doesn't really matter, it's all about luck. But first race is looking pretty swimmingly indeed. We come round, one more lap to complete. We're starting to lap the field. We're lapping the rival anyway. And yeah, we're all good so far. Gasly, we haven't even hardly pushed. Still got 50% tyres on lap 8. We've still got 4 laps of fuel on Leclerc and 5 laps of fuel on Gasly. So we'll just save them for the next race, eh? If only. But Charles Leclerc, race number 5, about to come round, and he will win in Hungary, and Pierre Gasly will complete, and that will mean we are doing good. We're still perfect all the way through. It's 47 points here in Hungary. Race 6 in Bahrain, and it looks like a good matchup for us as well. So let's see what we can do, and hopefully we can navigate safely, and we'll have 2 races left. But let's not count our chickens too early. Leclerc P2, Gasly P3. So we're going to go Jin on first driver, and I'm going to play it safe and go with tyres, and I'm going to just stick on a Taurus, because then if the safety car does come out, we can chill, and we've got plenty of tyres. So here we go. Real player or not, doesn't potentially look like it with a medium and hard start. And it is lights out and away we go. 3 races including this one left, and Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly both sit P1 and T2. Charles Leclerc in P3 and Max Verstappen sitting in P4. Now settled down very nicely indeed here. And already we've opened up a little bit of gap over the field. We're going to keep Leclerc boosting all the way round to the penultimate corner, the last but one. And we're going to cut down there. So we settle in nice and easy. We've got hards on Leclerc. So the longer they take to get past, the better it is for us. But they've already got past. So that ends that argument. But we're clear at the front. So let's see what we can do. We've got to just navigate Max Verstappen. That looks our closest threat in this race. And we've gone for a corner. And so remember, Bahrain is not a speed track. It is a cornering and a grip track. Hence what we're using. Taurus is good for tyres, obviously. And I've used that just in case as a safety net for any safety cars. As we start lap 3. And Jin does exactly what it says on the tin. Cornering, grip, and does some blocking as well. So we're going to do 4 laps with Pierre Gasly on these softs, I reckon. That should see us absolutely through. And we're going to start to boost. And we'll boost Leclerc as well. We'll get Leclerc into the pits. And Gasly will do 1 more lap. And then he'll come back. And I think we'll go to mediums and we'll just chill out. So in comes Charles Leclerc. Need a good stop, no sticky wheel nuts. And thankfully, we haven't. 2.8 seconds, and he'll come out P1. And Pierre Gasly will now boost, and he'll be going on to some mediums. So just in case there is a safety car, we'll go mediums, and we should be quick enough in this field anyway. So let's boost these through. And then we'll come back out for softs on Leclerc. No point risking anything in this race. And we've got a good gap over P3, and P3 has got to pit as well. So in comes Gasly. Leclerc goes around 1 more. Now we will pit because we're not going to risk it. We're not going to risk being out there on 20% tyres. And we'll conserve with Gasly as long as we can. We don't need to, but just going to save every option I can. Don't want to risk. Let me know, final round, let me know if my strategy guide has helped you. Spent a lot of hours and time putting work into that, so let me know if you've improved your scores this weekend. Be very, very interested to know. Make sure you jump in the Discord server in the link below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. So, just over 2 laps to go, 2.5 to go, and we are pretty comfortable under the lights of the Bahrain circuit. Best strategies in Bahrain, definitely a 3-2-3, and you can do a 4-4, which also is very good as well. P3 closing on us, but we'll have to pit again on lap 7. So we don't need to worry about that. And we have literally got now 2 laps left. Leclerc crosses the line on that gym. And we're going to finish with a lot of fuel again by the look of it. But Gasly coming round in P2. P3 closing, but like I said, we'll pit again. But we will keep an eye. We're not going to even risk losing that position. We've got to get Latifi out of the way first. And here comes Max Verstappen. So we're going to just boost. Oh, very wide turn. But we got away with it in the end. And we are just pushing away. He'll be coming into the pits anyway. So we'll cut down. Because there's no point risking anything in this race. Max Verstappen should come into the pits. And does. So only P4 then behind us. Perez is sitting P21. Don't know what happened to him. And half a lap to go. And then it's down to the final 2. The final countdown to this weekend. Component fails on Leclerc. He's P9 or P8. Won't be for very much longer. But for as a WF1, Charles Leclerc will pick up the points and win here. Nice and easy race. Almost like the actual race in Bahrain. Pierre Gasly comes home in P2. And we are buzzing because it is another 47 points. And that's 18 out of 18 perfect races. Race 7 in Jeddah. And we have got a max account. And it spanned for a long time. So it could be real, it could be not. So we're about to find out as we set off. Hopefully it's not real. Although it would be fun if it's real, especially in Jeddah. So P4 and P5 we start, and I'm going to go lumberjack and dead fast for our drivers. I don't think it might be a real player. It might, because they've already read it up. So let's find out. Race 7 from Jeddah. Medium and hards, yes, medium and hard. So it could be a bot, but we've got to get past them pretty quickly. And hopefully we can do so. So, good starts required. Rival not pushing, and we haven't made any inroads into that start. And the hard tyre is out front at the moment. So we're going to keep pushing. And we've got to get past these hard tyres. Leclerc's looking at the Ferrari, can't get it done, loses out. Gasly round and Leclerc round, and Gasly loses out. So we're going to cut down for now. Them hard tyres are going to be very slow. So we're going to just keep pushing. Now we're going to push again. And there's a move. We're up to P2 with Charles. Keep it pushing as well. And here's Pierre Gasly. Can he make a move on Gasly? Gasly cuts us off. But we are going 3 laps. There's no need to panic. And what about Charles? Charles will be doing 2-2-2-2. So we're going to keep him pushing. And we're going to keep Gasly honest. We'll keep him just ahead of everyone else. Leclerc really can't get past this medium tyre. Really not working out. And Gasly's lost another spot, but that's because we've got softs around us. And then we're going to boost a little bit. We'll boost into the last. Well, actually, we don't need to boost too much at the moment. Here's Charles Leclerc. Can't get that position, but we're into the pits. And then Pierre Gasly coming around the last corner to continue on. So we're playing the long game. Playing the absolute long game. And hopefully we'll be able to catch this rival pretty quickly at the end. That's the hope anyway, guys. That is the hope. And we're going to get done by team orders here as well. Oh, frustratingly. And that's done pretty well. We're going to come out on... We're going to stick to mediums, I think. No service. And then we're going to probably do hards at the end. What we got around us. A lot of pitting behind. So let's go on them. Charles Leclerc goes round Leclerc. And will come into the pits. So he'll take over into P1. Mediums for Gasly in P2. We're going to service. And we're coming back out with Gasly. Couldn't get Leclerc. And now we've got to push as hard as we can. We've got to make some room up. Otherwise, we're in trouble in Saudi Arabia. It's turning into a very difficult race. We've got to get past Leclerc ASAP. And we're not doing it. We are not getting the run of the luck at the minute. Leclerc into the pits. And we've got him. So Gasly up to P7. Can we get... Oh, we're going to lose that position. No, we're not. Norris is holding us. Norris coming into the pits. So we go on and we are up to P4. And then we're going to have to come back on for some hards. I think that's going to be the play. Charles Leclerc's come back out. And we've got to just keep at it here. Leclerc will boost next lap. And what's the rival on? He's on mediums. Let's boost actually. Let's close that gap now. Gasly right behind this hard tyre. So can we get this hard tyre into the last corner? We can. So a little bit of an advantage. And then into the pits. So we're going to have to boost hard in this race. Leclerc is gone out front. And we're coming back out. We need clear air and we're going to get it. So this is not over by a million miles. We've got a big gap though to the mediums. And that medium is going to push us close. That is for certain. We definitely need to catch that one up. What is the gap at the minute? It's about 10 seconds. And we are going to be closing that all the time. But I don't think we're going to get past. I don't think we are. I don't think we're going to do this. The heart is pounding. And the rival's coming out on hards though. We've got a chance. Can we do it into this? Let's see if we can. Gasly P3. Leclerc P1. 1 lap to go after this. Gasly into P2. And that is exactly what we needed. We've got past here in Jeddah. And we'll cut down to mediums. And Charles Leclerc over in front, nice and easy. Pierre Gasly coming around the last corner, cutting down. Trying to save tyres where we can. We're right on the border now. Rival starting to push, so we're just going to save some tyres until it matters. So we're going to start to push again. Need to just keep this gap absolutely a-okay, and at the minute we're doing so. We should be able to get to the end here on these tyres. We cut down again and we're coming around the last corner now. We can boost away because we've managed to do it. Charles Leclerc P1, Gasly P2, and that is 47 points. Somehow in the back we escaped. Race 8 in France, the 20th out of 20 race, and we are 19 perfect races. Can we just do the last race for a perfect first ever full GP? And we've got a good start with P2 and P3, and we're going to attack this as if we were up against it. We're going to be brave. We're going to go dead fast, and then we're going to go Gladiator for speed, fuel. We're going to be pushing as hard. We've got a real player, so the chances is that I'm just going to push and push and push and get out the way. So a real player in the last race, and good luck to Jeffrey. Hopefully he can get some good points, and hopefully he doesn't ruin me. He's 11 and 12th, mediums and hard tyres, and hopefully we can get Charles Leclerc into the lead. And let's have a look. We race off and Leclerc is in the lead and Gasly straight past. We're going to cut down Gasly because he's got the blocking of Gladiator, and the rival's up to P9. So we're going to keep boosting now. And what we don't want in this last race is a safety car. We want it nice and smooth, nice and easy race is what we want. What's P3, P4? P3's on hard, so we're going to basically push away from these now without having to do too much work. So Leclerc will come in at the end of this lap, and we won't service. And we're still pulling away. That's the main thing. And then he'll be on some fresh boots. Nice gap at the moment. Pierre Gasly opening up over the hard tyre. 3 seconds nearly. 2.9 seconds. The feet are jangling. The palms are sweaty. We won't finish that Eminem song. And we are now coming into the pits with Charles Leclerc. Good first stint for him. And he's in to start doing some conserving. Pierre Gasly coming round the final corners as well. And then he will be coming into the pits at the end of this one. He'll go on to the soft tyres as well. No servicing required. So we'll settle down again. And we'll leave Leclerc on medium, Gasly on medium. And we'll just build that gap again. Still the rival only P7, P14. Doing one less stop than us though. So still got to be wary. Not taking anything for granted anymore. And we'll boost Gasly into the pit. And we'll come out on some new boots. And he comes in. Leclerc goes on and starts lap 4. And we're just going to conserve for now. Don't want to push anything too much. And I'm probably going to pit early actually. I might pit lap 5. So let's bring them closer. Let's bring Leclerc through as well. And basically we're going to go on to medium tyres. And in case of a safety car, we can basically escape. But Leclerc's through, so that's fine. He'll come on for some mediums. Gasly will bring you into the pits this lap. And we'll bring on some mediums as well. No risk of a safety car. We're not pushing our luck at all. And we are looking good at the moment. Leclerc starting to lap the field. He needs to navigate these smoothly, which is doing so at the moment. Coming round. Where's Pierre? Pierre's absolutely motoring. And Leclerc coming into the pits on the medium. Gasly, we're well ahead now. He'll also come, so we are good on the safety car front now. We are all good. We are protected. And we're just going to cruise at the moment. Leclerc out front. Pierre Gasly comes out on that Gladiator. Loads of fuel left. So let's just boost them. Let's boost Leclerc on medium. And let's get away from the field. We've got enough fuel. Unless we get a last lap, 1 lap safety car. But even so, the rival is on hards. And they won't be able to touch us or shouldn't do. And we are good to go. It's looking, I'm getting more excited. Charles Leclerc comes through to start lap 7. So if there's a safety car now, we are 47 points to the good, which is happy days. Latifi needs to absolutely stay away from my wheels and wings, and yet he does for Gasly. He gets well out of the way. He obviously don't fancy his chances in a fight with Pierre. And now we've got just back markers in our way to complete our first ever perfect GP. This is a milestone that I've wanted for ages. I've got frustrated over as well. And we are now 1 lap away from the perfect GP. We've got a decent fastest lap in the bank as well. We're probably not going to get P1, but either way, we should hopefully get a top 3. That would be amazing. If not, I would be happy just to get top 10 again. But something that hung over me, we have now managed to do. We are looking at 20 47s in a row. Leclerc crosses the line in P1. Pierre Gasly over in P2. And we've nearly lapped the field when it comes to that. So, as the rival finishes, and he's done well, P4, P6. Well done to Jeffrey from Hunters Europe. He's got some decent points in the bag. Nice guy as well. So let's have a look where it puts us at current state of play as we load back in. Another 47 in the bank. And that does make 20 in a row. We continue out. We look at the leaderboards. And we are, at the moment, sitting P1 as a W, top of the pile. 8 lots of 47. 8 lots of 47 again. More 47s in qualifying. And then the lap time, both at a 20.031. We stand a massive chance of getting P1 this week. But there is some sleeping giants down below. The one that we need to watch out for, who got a 19.9, is Johan. He did a 19.9 and is currently max. So we wait for Joe to go. But at the minute, we are sitting P1, 20 out of 20. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being on this journey with me. We've finally done 20 out of 20 GP races perfect. I am so buzzing, and I want to thank you all for supporting me all the way through this F1 Clash season and the launch of my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.